So guys, with everything going on lately, we've been putting a ton of focus on the next generation, a more affordable Model Y, but the one we should really be paying attention to is the most powerful one, the one that sets it all apart, the one that really stands out looks-wise and performance-wise. That one is the performance trim, and it's about to be here. So far, the Model Y has been introduced in 3 separate trims: the entry-level Model Y rear-wheel drive, the long-range rear-wheel drive, and the long-range all-wheel drive. All 3 have entered production globally, with deliveries now beginning to roll out over the next few weeks. On top of that, Tesla's chief of vehicle engineering, Lars, confirmed that additional trims are in the pipeline, including a 7-seater configuration. As well, he briefly touched upon the long-awaited performance trim that's planned to arrive this year. Based on our experiences with the Model 3 Highland and its top-end trim, Tesla has typically spaced their releases about 3 months apart, prioritizing the performance model with an exclusive media-only event just days ahead of its official release. Following this trend, we can anticipate a similar timeline for the Model Y, with a launch event taking place roughly 3 months after the initial deliveries of the regular models. Taking cues from the Model 3, the Model Y performance is expected to feature a distinct design, likely including a more aggressive front bumper with sharper angles and refined body lines. And at the rear, we'll probably see a larger spoiler, a new badge, and an updated lower diffuser. Now, while Tesla hasn't confirmed the specs yet, we can anticipate a boost in horsepower, potentially cutting the 0 to 60 times by about 0.3 of a second, from 3.5 down to around 3.2 seconds. In terms of the drivetrain upgrades, the Model Y is expected to feature a newly designed suspension tailored specifically to this model. Unlike the Model 3, which was tuned for track-focused performance, this setup will likely aim to balance the ride comfort and responsive handling. Then as for the battery, Tesla has stated that the new long-range Model Y offers about 6% increase in EPA estimated range compared to the previous version. If those gains carry over, the performance model could deliver a realistic 310 miles on a full charge. Alright, so with all the promises and specs out of the way, let's really look into it and really get an idea of why it's being delayed for this long, and if it's really worth waiting for. The months have gone by, and now we are really wondering if picking up a long-range all-wheel drive is better than waiting for the performance. Now, zero sugarcoating here, I think that we're all going to be in for a really big surprise, and what the team has been working on over the past couple of months, this is where they can really make the performance stand out from the rest of the trim, and they are going to be focusing on all the suspension upgrades, all the things that would make a Model Y, and then everything else that makes the Model Y performance a performance SUV. What's even more crazy about this is that I think that it's going to include things that might make it even surpass the Model 3. It's going to have a new adaptive suspension, it's going to have a better 0 to 60, and the possibility of it having a launch mode. That is something that we are really after, and that is something that the Model 3 does not have. Now, we're just about to cross into the 3-month mark now, which we would assume is about the time that they are prepared to roll this vehicle out, very similar to the rest of the lineup. About 3 months is when they need the extra time period to really perfect the car, as they are wanting the top trim to be the best of the best. And with all the sightings we've seen over the past few days, this really hints that they are ready and they are prepared to roll this out any day now. Just a few weeks back, shared by a user on Reddit that goes by Johnny Lightning, he was able to capture what is most likely the very first clear shot of the performance model. The image revealed enough detail to confirm that Tesla is actively developing the performance trim and is currently in the final stages of road testing. Looking at the picture, along the lower section of the vehicle, several distinct performance features really stand out, including the 21-inch Uber turbine wheels, red brake calipers, and notably a set of new Pirelli P 0E tires designed specifically for electric vehicles. A closer look at the rear deck also reveals what appears to be a new carbon fiber spoiler. While similar to the ones on the Model 3, it's expected to be a reshaped version better suited for the Model Y design. Moving forward a few weeks, Joe Tegmeyer, known for flying his drones and capturing all the latest developments happening at Giga Texas, Joe managed to capture 4 images from different angles of prototype Model Ys, highlighting its rear end as well as the interior dashboard, which features a new carbon fiber trim reserved just for the performance version. Then finally, just this week, during one of his regular updates, Joe captured an aerial shot of Tesla's fully autonomous vehicles making a 1.5-mile journey from the factory floors to the outbound lot. In the process, he unintentionally filmed two vehicles headed in the opposite direction, both of which had key sections covered, hinting to a new model. While some initially speculated that these were early prototypes of Tesla's upcoming affordable models, a closer frame-by-frame look at the footage strongly suggests that they are the performance variants of the Model Y. The hidden areas appear to be focused on the front and the rear, likely concealing the new body lines and the aerodynamic cutouts designed to improve airflow and overall performance. In addition to this, just 2 days later, an image was shared by a user on X that goes by Tesla Chan of an aerial shot at Fremont factory, displaying bare shells of what looks to be from the performance trim. All of this points to the imminent release, wrapping up and ready for mass production. So yeah, there you have it. This is pretty much the wraps of everything we know about the Performance Model Y, and if it's really worth it to wait out for this trim rather than just picking up an all-wheel drive long range, you have to really consider all the facts, whether the long range all-wheel drive with the acceleration boost bringing it down to 4.2 seconds is even close to being compared to a car that will drive 0 to 60 from 3.2 seconds and below. That is something that is completely different. And if you are in the market for a car that is also a family car and also one that is able to handle it on the track, this is the car that you really want to wait for. Now, for the ETA here, the fact that it's being tested so closely to both factories right now really indicates that they are in their final testing periods. That means that they are doing the final validation milestone. We've talked about this in the previous video where they have to hit at least 100,000 miles to 200,000 miles before they can officially roll out the car, and because of all the previous delays, political reasons, they had to slow down on this process. And as they wrap it up now, this is where they can find all the bugs, fix it, and then get it rolling out. Now, if you do want to know more about the milestone and you want to know more about the latest sightings of the performance version, I will drop a link in the description below and up top there. You can check that out and let me know what you guys think, and if you really think that the Model Y performance is going to be out of this world once it gets released. Are we going to be seeing newer battery technology? Are we going to be seeing better and improved suspensions and brakes? Are we going to be seeing something that we are not going to expect at all? That's really what I'm waiting for. I will continue to keep you guys as updated as possible on anything that comes up. So I'd love it if you guys stick around with me. Hit that subscribe button, that bell notification if you haven't already done so. And follow me on X at HeyJohnE. Over there, you guys will see the latest things that you wouldn't see over here. And you can chat with me anytime. I will respond as quickly as possible. This should be it for this one. I hope you'd enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.